Hi, Sally.
Hi.
So, Sally, you've just graduated from our coach training programme,
I have,
our residential programme, leadership development programme in Cambridge. So I just want to ask you a little bit about it. First of all, what drew you to sign up and take the course?
Okay, well, I was working as a prison chaplain. And I went on a retreat day to my church, and I was just asking God what was next for chaplaincy. And I met with a friend who had just done the course with Destiny Coaching, and we got talking, and I said, oh, that sounds fantastic, it would be really useful. And then she said, well, I'm at David's Tent. Are you going to David's Tent? I said, yes, I am. So I had
Which is where we are now.
Yeah. So I had a taster at David's Tent, and I just thought, this is God. This is just God. So I signed up, and someone said that God can be like Jehovah Sneaky.
Yeah.
And I'll explain later, but things have just radically changed since I've done the course.
Right, okay. So, well, why don't you tell us what's radically changed?
Okay, well, I found the training really helpful, so I was using it in work, but we were doing some sessions around what would your ideal job be.
Yes.
And kind of coaching around that. And the fantastic thing about the course is you do so much coaching and you get coached so much.
Yeah.
So it's really practical. From day one, you're in there doing all the practical stuff. And there was one session talking about ideal jobs, and I kind of was writing up my ideal job and realised that prisons wasn't in it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I went into shock, basically. I thought, what are you doing, God? So then as the coaching went on, it just became more and more clear that it was time to come out. So I finished my job on Thursday.
Wow. So like a year later, to the date of having your first taster session, you're trained, you finished your job.
Absolutely.
So what's next for you?
My ideal job, it's so clear in my mind as to what it is to work in some kind of centre with women.
Yeah.
Using the coaching skills.
Yeah.
I practiced a lot in the prison, working with people there and outside with friends and things. And the skills that you learn are just so incredibly handy and useful. And I actually did a little exercise before coming here to write down kind of like the toolkit that I'd learnt of all the different things that you can use in coaching. And there was this long list of tools that are now in my tool bag that I can use.
Great. So without explaining all the tools, do you want to just give people, in your job as a leader, chaplain, helping people, what sort of things have you been able to help with that toolkit? What sort of outcomes have you had?
I think one of the major things I learned is that I am not there to fix them, God is.
Yeah.
And it's amazing as you just start to draw out of people what is in them anyway. They just don't realise it. Yeah. Draw it out, and it is the most positive thing I have ever done. Wow. Because it's not looking at past hurts, it's not looking at the negative, it is just constantly positive. And then if you get God into the mix and Holy Spirit into the mix, then it just goes to a completely different level. Yeah. It's an amazing, I would say to anyone, do it. Because just the skills that you learn, you can use in everyday life. The listening skills I've learned, and just asking powerful questions, that is amazing.
Okay, so do you want to just tell people, obviously it's Christian based, bringing God into it, so how have you managed to use that in a sort of a non-Christian marketplace type situation? Okay,
I use the same kind of the visualization skills. I ask them to connect with their heart, so all the skills are completely transferable to non-Christians. And as I said, Jehovah Sneaky, he gets in there anyway, and he pulls out the dreams because they are his kids, they're his children, and he pulls the dreams out of them, and he wants the best for them. And I am sat there praying, Holy Spirit, help. So he just comes in and it takes over.
So you're
anyway.
using it in a marketplace context and it's all working. That's great. That's
absolutely.
fantastic.
Yeah, no problem.
So what's changed in you? Because it sounds like you've had quite a journey, personal journey. So how's the training transformed you as a person?
I think confidence. My confidence has. I mean, I had confidence before, but I think I didn't have the tools.
Right.
So now that I've got this bag of tools, if you like, of the different things that I can use when I'm talking to people, my confidence has just grown in that.
And have you had any kind of progress or any increase in your own sense of identity and purpose?
Of course, yeah. Through the roof.
What's happened through the roof? So just summarise what you've had in terms of your own identity.
Gosh, that's hard. Because the way that the teaching is done, which I think is excellent, is that you're taught something, then it's demonstrated, and then you have a go at coaching, and you're coached as well yourself. God takes you on this long journey of where He wants to get you, talking about, you know, my purpose, what God's got me for, my audience, because
your life audience.
Yeah, because I was thinking, well, if I'm coming out of the prison service, what is my audience? And it's that heart is still there. It still keeps coming back to the same women in the same kind of situation. So maybe not in prisons, but out somewhere.
So you've kind of got the overall kind of this is my life purpose type of theme now to work with. Is that, do you feel you've got that now?
Yeah, I've got my purpose.
Fits all different jobs, but it's kind of
and my audience and the kind of impact, because I've seen time and time again when you're coaching someone, they'll either say, that's a good question, because they've never thought of it before.
Yeah. So you're going quite deep with people.
Yeah, absolutely. Or they just get light bulb moments, and it's amazing to watch that.
That's great. So talk to the camera. What would you say to talk to Tom? What would you say to someone who's maybe considering this course? What would you advise them about it?
Okay. It will radically change your life, and you'll have the opportunity to allow God to speak to you into what you're here for, what your purpose is, who you're here to be, the season that you're in, and who you're supposed to be working with. But health warning, it will change your life.
Hopefully
in a
fantastic
and an amazing way.
Yeah,
in an amazing way.
Bless you. Thank you, Sally.